Are you ready?
I guess. I'm just afraid that we're gonna have a fight after this.
What?
So I'm gonna tell the real truth
35 questions.
about Lemonade Mom.
Whatever. Hey guys, we are here today. I have let my husband be on my channel.
Thanks.
But we are going to do the husband tag. So I have 35 questions for him. I will leave those questions down below if you want to do this with your husband. So he is going to answer these questions. Knowing me and how much I like to talk and ramble, maybe some of the questions I'll chime in on, but I'm going to try my hardest to just let him answer. So you guys get to know a little bit about our relationship, our marriage, and some other things that are in this list of questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be. Except I get it wrong.
All right. Number one, how and where did we meet?
We met through a mutual friend that I had worked with and that you later on worked with. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's how we met. She introduced us.
That's how, but where?
Where?
Where did we meet?
Like the first place?
I guess.
Oh, Starbucks?
Yeah.
We met at a Starbucks.
Starting the relationship
and
off right.
It's kind of funny because the one thing I knew about her, well, I knew a couple things about her. One I can't say on camera, and the other was that she liked to read. And I brought her a book that I really liked, and to this day, she hasn't read that book. And it's been 7, 8 years later.
I never read it. I'm so
she
sorry.
never read it, and it was the Vampire Lestat, which was my favorite book.
By Anne Rice.
Yeah, at the time, but
yep.
Oh well, fail.
And that's typically the type of book that I love to read, so I'm not sure why I never read it. I don't know, but yeah, to this day I've never read that book.
Yep.
Okay, number 2. What was your first impression?
That you were hot.
Yeah, I was like pre-baby weight too, so.
Whatever. Yeah, no, that you were good looking. You were really shy though, like you weren't like.
I remember
I had to carry the conversation a lot.
I barely made eye contact. So we sat at
really
a table
weird.
near a window, and like the whole time I was just looking outside. I was so nervous.
Yeah, and I think maybe I'm remembering this now incorrectly, but I want to say that I like ended up calling our friend and asking her, and she was like, did she like me, and kind of high school type stuff, and she said yeah, and I was like, okay, well that's just weird because she didn't seem to like me at all. But
I was really nervous because I was a single mom with a 4-year-old daughter.
It's probably because you had lots of boyfriends.
Whatever. Okay, moving on. Number 3. How and where was our first date? We kind of already went over that. Well, that was like a meet.
Yeah.
That wasn't really a date. It was like a blind meet.
Our first date, I don't know if it was on Halloween, but it was in October, and we went to a scary haunted house. Yeah, with your cousin and her husband. And which was really cool. I specifically remember like making sure I walked behind Lemonade Mom so I could stare at her butt the whole time. And
so juvenile.
Well, hey.
It was fun though. Gosh. It was definitely a fun first date.
Yeah, it was really fun because her cousin was like super scared the entire time.
And her reactions were over the top.
Yeah, it was crazy.
You know who I'm talking about if you're watching this video.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how that was our first date.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was
okay. 4. Where was our first kiss and where was it?
Where was our first kiss?
I remember.
Oh wow.
I remember exactly.
I'm hoping it was on the first date. I just don't. Yeah.
It was. I don't know if it was on the first date.
Surely it was.
Maybe. Did I go back to your house the first date? I did. I went back to your house for a while. Okay, so it was on our first date. But it was upstairs, so he had a 2-story house, and he lived with his brother. It was bachelor pad is what it was. But it was upstairs on the couch, and we were watching that movie that I hated. The Monty Python? No.
No, it was Animal House.
Animal House, yeah. I don't like the movie. But that's what we were watching, and we had a little makeout session on the couch.
It was apparently okay because we're still married. So.
Alright, number 5. When did you meet my family?
I'm not sure exactly when, but I know that it was, wasn't it, didn't I meet everybody at like dinner at Stoneworks? before a movie.
Yes, but I don't remember when. Like how far after we started dating.
I don't remember when either.
Everything was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Yeah, well, I think the question.
Our whole relationship, yeah.
Yeah, but it was at dinner at a pretty nice little restaurant here in our area, and we were gonna all go see Twilight. I think was the movie we were all gonna go see. I think that's what I remember.
Okay.
But like I met your dad there.
Yeah, so we did dinner before the movie.
Yeah. Oh.
All right, number 6. How did you know I was the one? Well, quick note: we have both been previously married.
Yes.
So this is our second marriage for both of us.
Correct. Yeah. And so I guess just knowing that you were kind of in this, the same place that I was, like not necessarily looking to just mess around and have fun. You're like, you were looking to have a relationship,
right.
have someone there for you, and Paige at the time and stuff, and so and that's kind of where I was at in my life, looking for that, and so just enjoyed being with you, being around you all the time. It's all if I wasn't working or something, I was hanging out with you, and Paige, and so that was kind of like I didn't want to do anything other than that, and so it's like might as well just do that forever.
Okay, what was that? That was number 6. So number 7 is kind of the same. When and why did you fall in love with me?
It's
kind of the same, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think just.
I can't remember when we said I love you for the first time.
I don't know
because it was our relationship was pretty quick.
Yeah, it was pretty quick. I don't know. I'll just say this: like when people would ask me like that I didn't know you or couldn't come meet you, like what's she like? I'm like, you know what? She's really just like the female version of me.
Yeah, I remember you saying that to a lot of people.
Yeah, and you guys don't necessarily know me. She hasn't done like a who are you, video of everybody in the family.
I'm thinking about doing that though, so let me know down below if you guys would be interested in that.
Yeah, but to say that she's a female version of me, I'm kind of strange a little bit. Like I have a weird sense of humor, and
so you think I have a weird sense of humor?
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
Wow.
A lot of times, yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because you laugh at things you're probably not supposed to laugh at.
Yeah.
So just that kind of stuff, and
okay.
So yeah.
All right. Number 8. How long have you been together? Relationship and marriage. Pretty much the same amount of time.
It's almost So we our first date was in October.
Uh-huh.
We were engaged in February and married the following August. So we were
not the following, that same August.
Well, yeah.
February and August.
Yeah. So that August. So relationship was 10 months.
10 months, yeah.
Right, and then we've been married for that was so it's 2000. Bryce is 6.
Yes.
So we've been married for 7 years?
7 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we got married in August.
And Bryce was born in January. You guys do the math.
Don't tell Bryce though.
Okay. Number 9. How do we resolve problems? Don't be reading ahead, mister.
How do we resolve problems? I pretty much screw up and become act like a complete jerk. You get really mad at me, and then we kind of go our separate ways for a few hours, and then
he gets the quiet treatment is what he gets.
Yeah, but I got to go off and be on my own anyways, and then I come and apologize, and usually that helps. Usually resolves it. But
that's when it's his fault. When it's my fault, he likes to talk about it. Pretty much when it's my fault, it has to do with spending too much money.
Yeah,
so then we sit down and we talk about it, and okay, you spend this much money, but we wanted to do this, and now we might not,
Mm-hmm.
So we either have the quiet treatment or we sit down and talk about it. Are our two things.
Yeah, but I usually just kind of I'm a jerk sometimes.
It's rare, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
All right. Yeah. He's just not as patient as I am with things that happen and go on. You don't have a lot of patience.
I don't have a lot of patience.
I got the patience.
I kind of like things to be the way, a certain way.
Yeah. All right. Number 10. Moving on.
My bad.
What do you two do for a living, and do you use your college degree? So this is for both of us. So I'll go first because mine's quicker. I did not go to college. Almost right out of high school, I had my oldest child. So my education is high school degree. I did work for our local police department for a while, not as an officer, but in their office doing paperwork. And then I moved up to City Hall, where I did some of the work for the mayor, our council members, and the higher ups in the office for the city.
Which you were very good at.
Yeah, and I had a good time.
Yeah.
But once Bryce was born...
I met you doing what she was doing there.
Right. And once Bryce was born, the cost of daycare, and because he made enough money for me to stay home, I just quit my job right before Bryce was born, and I have been a stay-at-home mom ever since.
But this is kind of your job now. Like,
yes, I'm loving this.
Every day. It takes a lot of...
There's lots of behind-the-scenes stuff.
Yeah, it takes a lot of effort to do this every day.
Yeah.
So I do have a college degree. It's a degree in accounting, and I am a controller for a company here in San Antonio. And so yeah, I'm definitely using my degree every day. I don't have my CPA, but it hasn't hurt me so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, number 11. Ooh, what key elements make a successful relationship and marriage? I think number 1 is communication.
Yeah, communication, honesty, trust, which is built up over time, obviously. And then, just kind of the ability and the willingness to kind of resolve your problems, because we don't have very many problems typically. I mean, it's one of two things. It's either she spends too much money, or I've lost my patience and
which is rare
with the kids, and kind of. But those are kind of it. Everything else is pretty good all the time, and so. But you gotta have the willingness to kind of, if you're the one that messed up, go and say you're sorry and apologize, and then kind of move forward. And then the other person has to have the willingness to kind of forgive and forget and move on, and not constantly hold it over someone's head, because that's just going to cause it to be worse, over time. So.
Yep. Okay, number 12. What do you love about me?
Everything.
That's a generic answer.
No, you're a great mom. You're a great cook, with the exception of meatloaf every once in a while.
That's the whole nother
That's
story.
an inside joke, sorry.
Oh my god. Why?
I got the camera here. Gonna use this time. And I know you won't edit very much of it. So. Anyway, no, you're a great cook. The kids love you. I love you. And you're just you're a lot of fun. We don't watch a lot of like romantic comedies, because you like the same kind of stuff that I do. And so that I get to enjoy the things that make me kind of nerdy and geeky. I get to enjoy them with you, because you like them. And a lot of husbands, their wives are girly girls, and like they gotta go out with their buddies and
You're
go
gonna
watch
offend
stuff.
a lot of women.
Oh, my bad.
It's okay. It's
well,
right.
You know what I mean. Like they don't like that kind of stuff.
And that goes back to him saying, "I'm the girl version of him."
Yeah, and you are, and so I don't have to spend that extra time with my buddies trying to go find stuff to do to satisfy that part of me. I can do it with you, So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, number 13. How do you keep your relationship healthy in life?
Healthy in life?
I know. I don't understand what that means. I mean, I guess it helps that we don't fight a lot, so there's not, a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I were going to answer that, I would say, we try to make the most of what we have, whether it's money or time or things to do.
I think it helps that we're friends. I feel like if we didn't have feelings for each other on a marriage level, that we would be really good friends.
Yeah.
I don't know, because of our personalities.
Yeah. I think it's, just really spending quality time. We for a long time we didn't get to do that because we had so many little kids.
It was just too much.
And I kind of felt like if we asked somebody to watch the kids, it was kind of a burden to
bad.
them. Felt bad for that person having so many little kids to look after and stuff, that we just didn't do that kind of stuff. But now we go on regular dates and stuff like that.
Yeah, and about once a month, my parents watch all 4 of the kids overnight. So that gives us you know, a big chunk of time for us to plan and do something and spend that quality, quiet time together.
I think that's what's important. Is you have to find that quality time. That it's just the two of you. It's just the two of us to really kind of reconnect, because you know you're being a mom and a YouTuber and all this every day. I'm going off to my job, and we have to come back and, you know, at the end of every day or every week or some consistent period of time, and you're going to become husband and wife and boyfriend and girlfriend and all that stuff again, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what number was that? Okay, 14. Places you want to travel.
Places I want to travel?
I guess.
I'd like to travel to like someplace where we could ski. I've never skied at all, period. So that'd be fun. I'd like to do that. I'd like to travel. I'd like to take the kids to like Disney World. You know, that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, after going to Universal Studios with our oldest, we had such a good time that, that's going to be our next big vacation.
And I've been to Hawaii, and Hawaii is great, but I think I'd like to go with everybody to some like really, not necessarily Hawaii. We could do Hawaii, but some tropical, exotic kind of location, you know, where it's kind of really,
those like once in a lifetime vacations that you typically take.
Or in Australia. I think Australia would be awesome. Yeah.
Cool.
All over.
Number 15, children. How many do you want?
Obviously the answer to that is yes. 4 is all that I want.
Well, we only wanted 2 or 3. Yeah. We wanted 3.
Well, we
got a surprise.
We had decided upon, we had Paige and Bryce, and we had talked about it for a while and gone back and forth. If I'd let her adopt, she totally would.
I would.
Yeah.
But only if we had a bigger house.
Yeah, we would need a bigger house then. But we had those 2, and we were like, you know what? Two is good.
We have one of each.
We have one of each. They're healthy. They're great. And then we had a third. She's pregnant. We kind of got ourselves kind of.
We were like, okay.
All right. We were 2 is where we wanted to be, but we could do 3. 3's fine, you know. And then it was 4.
It turned into 4 again.
And
which was a shock and scary.
Yeah, it was really scary. I didn't go to the sonogram with her, and so she brought home the little sonogram picture and showed it to me. On April Fools, and she shows it to me, and she's like, and I'm like, no, really? Because I knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, she's like, yeah, we're having twins. It's like, oh, wow.
Yeah, I cried in the doctor's appointment because I was like, no.
Yeah.
But I think it's turned out pretty well.
It's turned out, I mean,
we've gotten pretty lucky with our kids.
Our kids are all healthy.
And you hear stories about like terrible 2s and the terrible 3s or whatever, and I don't think we've ever really had that. I think there's been
not really. I mean,
certain periods where they're a little upset, but there's never been like days and days and days where they're just awful children.
No, and with the girls, we were pretty lucky that if one was having a bad day, one was having a good day.
Yeah.
It was never both at the same time, really. But it's been challenging, that's for sure.
He has a different view on it than I do.
Yeah, I do.
That just goes back to our personalities.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay, all right, moving on. We could talk forever about the kids.
Yeah.
All right, number 16. What is my favorite color?
Blue.
Yes. And yours is yellow.
Mine's yellow.
17. What is my favorite food?
Your favorite food?
Yeah.
I probably should know this. Pasta visual?
Yeah, I could eat pasta visual all the time.
Like your favorite restaurant's Olive Garden.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
but I don't really have favorite food because I like a lot of food.
Yeah, there's a lot of food you don't like too.
If you wanted to be real specific, just say carbs. I like carbs.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Or sweets.
Carbs and sweets are your.
Which is obvious. Yeah. All right, number 18. What is my favorite sports team?
The Dallas Mavericks.
Whatever. No. No.
The San Antonio Spurs.
Yes.
We live in San Antonio. She loves her Spurs. She's loved them for a long time, and we try to go to at least one game a year.
Yeah.
Which we have gone one this year. So.
Did we go last year?
Mhm.
Okay, I know one year we did miss a game. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Last year.
All right, number 19. What is my favorite TV show?
Your favorite?
We just talked about this.
I don't know if you have a favorite TV show. Like kind of like we don't have cable, so we're not like up on any particular show.
We do have Netflix though, so when I do find a show,
she'll binge watch it.
I will binge watch it.
Not one season, all the seasons. we do get HBO in the summertime for Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So we really like that, and you guys have been watching Lemonade Bomb for a while. You might have seen some of those.
Those are like
reviews.
the beginning of the channel. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, those are some of our first videos.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't have a favorite TV show because
Yeah.
I like a lot of things. All right, 20. What food do I not like?
What food do you not like? There's probably lots, but the one that I always think of is like you don't like anything that's on a bone.
Yeah.
Like ham on a bone, chicken that's got bone in it. She doesn't like that.
No, I don't.
For whatever reason.
I do not.
Do you have anything specific though?
Mushrooms. I
Yeah,
like mushrooms. But that goes back to me being a kid. I
Yeah.
like mushrooms. All right, 21. What is my favorite type of sandwich? We don't eat a lot of sandwiches.
It's like a turkey sandwich. That's what you get whenever you go to get those
Yeah,
sandwiches.
I like the fresh made deli sandwiches on not sandwich bread, on like a roll.
Yeah. You like the nice rolls.
Yeah. 22. If I could eat one thing every day, what would it be?
Carbs and desserts and stuff. Cut cheese Danish.
No, I'd feel sick. I could eat salad every day.
No.
We don't eat a lot of salad, but I love salad.
We should eat more salad.
I
then.
know we should.
Yeah.
23. What is my eye color?
Hazel.
Yeah. Most of the time they look green.
Yeah, it changes a lot.
This is hard. 24. And I hope nobody gets offended by this. Who is my best friend?
Who is your best friend?
Who is my best friend?
Oh, geez. It's gotta be me. Just kidding. It's
He's
your mom.
saying, yeah,
It's your mom.
it's my mom.
It's her mom.
Yeah.
But you have,
My mom is my best friend. I don't
your
get a
mom-
lot of girl time out.
Yeah, your
I have a
mom,
hard time making
your
friends.
cousin. I mean, like you don't. And then your friend in Maryland too. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Which is.
But my best friend is definitely my mom.
Yeah, it's your mom.
Okay, 25. What is something I do that you wish I wouldn't?
Lots of things. The number one thing is spending more money than what we budget every month.
Yeah, because he's an accountant. He has a really hard time.
Let me get into that. And I guess another thing that, man, she always like backseat drives me all the time. And then I'm like, you want to drive? And she's just like, no, you drive.
Because
I'm just gonna make fun of it.
If I drive, he always falls asleep. Like no matter what time of day it is, whenever I'm driving, he falls asleep.
Buddy.
And then we don't talk. But when he's driving, we get a lot of our talking done in the car, I feel like.
Yeah.
A lot of like daydreaming out loud we do in the car, and like what if we do this, or
What if we won the lottery? What
future
would we do?
plans, and I don't
Future
know.
plans for this channel and stuff
Yeah,
like
we
that
do a
too.
lot of talking in the car because
Yeah.
that's really our like alone time is when we're in the car. So if I'm driving, he's just sleeping. But if he's driving, we talk.
Fine.
All right, number 26. What is my heritage and where am I from?
America.
America.
Now,
I don't know my heritage.
I don't know about
I
your
have to ask my
heritage.
grandfather.
Yeah, you have to ask your grandfather. But you're born in North Dakota, right? And
Military
then your family, your mom and dad were both in the military, and so you traveled a lot. You've lived in, I know, Germany and Italy for sure, and Maryland, and then here, I think in North Dakota.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's it or not. But
That's it.
yeah, but that's
I
cool.
know we have some descendants are from Germany. I just don't know how far back that was.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I'd have to ask my grandfather. He is really like a big heritage fanatic, the family tree and all that. All right, 27. Did I play any sports? My toes are starting to fall asleep. And Polly's joining us.
I don't think you played any sports in high school.
Not in high school, no.
Yeah, I mean, I think you did cheerleading and you played softball.
Softball.
Yeah.
Yep. And I got an award for being a fair weather outfielder.
I don't know what that means.
It means I did not like playing when the weather was not like perfect. Like I only liked playing when it was nice outside. Okay, number 28. If you baked me a cake, what kind would it be?
I don't know. Vanilla cake, chocolate cake, cheesecake.
Yeah.
Cheesecake.
Really? Like he just asked me You were just at a restaurant and you're like, what kind of dessert do you want?
Well,
I want a cheesecake.
Yeah. That's because of the different options. I knew that was the one.
Yeah, but there was wasn't there a chocolate cake?
No,
it was a brownie, wasn't
it?
It
was a brownie.
I always get cheesecake though at restaurants and stuff, or chocolate cake, I guess. But sometimes chocolate is just too rich. Cheesecake is good all the time.
I don't think of cheesecake as baking it particularly.
Whatever, you still bake it. Number 29. What is one unique talent that I have?
One unique talent that you have?
Yeah. I feel like I'm pretty much an open book, that I don't have like, I don't know.
I think, and she never does it, and every time I turn on the radio, I think she sings pretty good from what I hear in the car, but she'll never sing it loud enough for me to hear it.
No.
I disagree.
Number 30. Weird habits of each other.
Weird habits of each other?
Weird habits. I can't say that on camera.
Weird habits. Do you have any weird habits?
I don't know. Do I have any weird habits? I wouldn't necessarily know it's a habit.
You stick Kleenex in your nose all the time.
I do stick Kleenex in my nose. It's the only in January.
Yeah, only in January.
Because they just run. I can't suck them back up.
I think the only weird habit that I don't see you doing it, but you tell me that you do it, is that when you pluck your eyebrows and stuff, that you do it like actually sitting up in the sink.
I do. Because of I don't have like a vanity.
Yeah. It's like she puts her feet in her butt. However she does it, I don't see her do it.
I sit in my sink.
I just know because she tells me that she does it. And then, so I think that's kind of weird that you sit in the sink.
Yeah.
So.
I thought you would.
Appropriate?
I have an inappropriate one. But your weird habit, I think, is when he's driving.
Oh yeah.
He's very swervy because he like constantly chews his fingernails when he's driving.
I used to do that.
So he drives with one hand, and I laugh every time it happens. You know those bumps on the side of the road near the median where you're not supposed to go over it? It's warning you. Yeah, like our car. Every time he's in the car, at least once, it's like, blah, 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 blah. Like, dude, stay in your own lane. Stay in your lane. That's why he thinks I'm a backseat driver.
Those are more guidelines.
No, but he chews his fingers all the time.
I do.
In the car.
You can't see it, but they're always chewed down. I used to not do that for a long time. It's a bad habit, and I've broken it before.
Yeah.
I need to break it again.
All right. 31. What do you argue about the most?
Money.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's funny though because my dad warned him.
He did.
Before we got married.
When I asked him if I could marry her, he was like, "Yes, but watch out for this." And I think
like to shop.
I think it's because your mom and dad have a lot of nice things, and they've always had a lot of nice things. And I think that sometimes I think to myself like, you want to have those nice things too.
Yeah.
You know, around, and we just.
I'm a lot like my mom.
Yeah.
Whenever she knows people are coming over, her house has to be as clean as she can possibly make it. Even if it's just family. We're like, Mom, it's just so-and-so coming over. And she would always be like, nope, you go clean your room. We need to clean up. And that's exactly how I am.
Yeah, and so I think, we end up having things that we wouldn't necessarily, have because we just, make enough money for you to be able to stay at home.
Right.
With the kids and all, but...
sometimes it's pretty tight because I spend a little too much.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, number 32. What is my favorite restaurant?
Olive Garden.
Yes, I love Olive Garden. Although line when we've been going, their food hasn't been that good. So I don't know if that's all around, like they've changed their recipes. I know they have some new ones in, or if it's just our Olive Garden, but I kind of didn't like the last few times I've been. But I do love their pasta fagioli soup with the salad and the Alfredo dipping sauce with the breadsticks. I could eat that like all the time. Yeah, yum.
You make a good pasta fagioli yourself too.
Yeah, I have a really good recipe I got it from my mom. It's really good. Number 33. What can I spend hours doing?
Either Netflixing and watching that, or reading. If you've gotten a few books, you could. Although you can read in one book in a couple hours, you're so fast.
I'm a speed reader.
Yeah, I think those two things. I think.
Number 34. Who was the one to say "I love you" first, and where was it?
It's probably me.
I don't remember. Yeah, it probably was you.
It was probably the duplex.
Yeah, he moved.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I moved in like February after.
February.
Like 4 or 5 months after we met.
Only because you were selling your home.
Oh.
And originally he was going to get an apartment, and we talked about it and be like, you know what, we spend most of our time together anyway.
Yeah.
Why don't you just move in, save some money? So when he did move in, we still paid, like, we just half the rent. Like, you paid half the rent, and I paid half the rent.
Yeah, that was weird. It
was weird.
Interesting for a little while. Interesting to look back on it too.
Okay, last question. What is my most repeated phrase or sentence?
I mean, the thing that you say to me the most often is "you're an idiot." In joke, she jests.
Funny, being funny.
Because I'll be doing something stupid, or I'll try to say something that's really funny or whatever, and she'll just be like,
"You're an idiot."
I
do say that a lot.
Other than that, it would probably be stuff that's just like, you know, related to the kids, you know.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Put that down. Stop that.
Whatever.
That kind of stuff.
You're an idiot.
Are there any other phrases? Yeah. See, exactly. Any other phrases that you think that you say?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I don't think you have a catchphrase.
No, I don't have a catchphrase. Yeah. Just with him. You're an idiot.
The other thing is you say "hey guys" every day. Hey guys.
Hey guys.
She does that all the time. Yeah. So that's what I do.
That's my thing here. That's my intro. That's my intro.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That wasn't too bad.
All right. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. I'm not even sure where I got these from. I watched another husband tag. I feel like there's been quite a few going around lately, so I was like, you know what, this would be fun. I don't really give a lot of like behind the scenes or get to know me. I don't have a lot of those kinds of videos out. So I've been watching a lot of tag videos and just stealing them. Like I have the mommy tag, so if you guys haven't seen that, I'll put a card up above. You guys can check that out. That kind of just gives more information on me. And some of these actually coincide with the mommy tag, so I've already answered them. Me specifically, but this time you got to hear it from him.
It's always better.
Yeah. Alright guys, if you liked this husband tag, hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed, hit that button as well, along with the bell, because that notifies you when I post, which I try to do every single day, but YouTube has changed their stuff around, so sometimes you might miss my video. But if you hit that bell, you won't miss it. You'll get that little notification that my video is up. And with that, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.